Judge, I forgot to approach you on this other case. It's Miss.
Right off the bat, we've got multiple cases stacking up. Assault on a peace officer and now a new charge? Buckle in. This one's messy.
Family member
Yes.
on bond for a felony assault of a peace officer, and now you pick up a new case.
And what happened was she went to felony.
Oh, hold on. I don't even think we've done probable cause yet. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You now stand charged with possession of marijuana. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and/or 2,000.
Now, here's where things start to unravel. The marijuana charge may sound minor, but remember, she's already on bond. In the legal world, that's a ticking time bomb.
And ran the license plate through the NCIC TCIC. Registration was shown to be expired as June 2024. A traffic stop was initiated and the law enforcement officer made contact with the defendant, the driver. Law enforcement officer observed a strong odor of marijuana, and the defendant claimed at first she didn't have anything in the motor vehicle, then confessed she had marijuana and several pipes. The defendant was detained. Probable cause search of the motor vehicle was done, and the law enforcement officer located multiple marijuana pipes. Law enforcement officer located a small bag of a leafy green substance and a black bag in the back seat. It was identified as marijuana, and the bag was within arm's reach of the defendant. Total weight of the marijuana was 0.09 ounces.
Since she has a license.
Yes, Your Honor. It does show for ineligible.
Eligible or
Ineligible.
ineligible? You are not allowed to drive. You will now be signing an affidavit with me today promising that you're not going to drive.
Whoa! Did you catch that? The judge isn't just warning her, he's laying down a contempt threat. That's legal speak for you mess up. Again, you're going straight to jail.
You are on bond for 2 cases. Your first bond violation report was filed in February for you not showing up for testing, and now you picked up a new case. I now revoke your bond on the assault case.
Judge, if I may.
Please.
She went to felony court, and she was also revoked there. She just spent probably 4 or 5 days there. Is that right? And she's out here, so.
The day that means was, I was in jail for a traffic ticket, and I did call.
I don't know if you heard that, Judge, but the day that she missed court here the first time.
No, I never missed the
You missed it, that's right. She actually had texted me, and she got taken into custody because of a traffic ticket. I have all that. So she was actually on her way to the testing and got picked over, and therefore she couldn't continue to make it there. So she's already been punished for bond revocation on the felony court, which she spent 5 days in jail last week. When did you get out on that?
Saturday.
Saturdays. And so if we take her in, I know you have every right to, Judge. It seems to me like it's kind of like a double whammy for her, especially for the fact that for that first BVR, she did honestly try to make an attempt to get there. I have the phone records for that, Judge.
When someone tells me something and they repeatedly.
This judge has zero patience left. Watch how he flips from listening to done. Question for you. If someone breaks bond rules this often, should they ever get another shot?
Something is, when you get out the doors, you still do whatever the hell you want to do without regard to bond conditions in this court. I'm now revoking your bond. She goes with you. Well, hold on. I need to sign this affidavit so she's not going to drive. And then she goes with you. I'm sorry, but it's just one thing after the other.
Do you want to go ahead and just issue a new bond, or can I revisit you in about an hour to figure out what we want to do, Judge?
Sure.
You want to do it that way? Okay.
Shh. Keep it down, we got a plea?
She went to court 16.
She did, or we have to wait till the judge.
Well, hold on a second. You really want to do a probation with Mr. Proctor?
That's what he said, Judge.
You couldn't even stay out of trouble while you're on bond. Why do you actually think that you can make a probation?
Oh, he's not showing us.
Yeah, I've heard that before. How many times have I heard that before? How many bond violations have we had, Mr. Proctor? You know, you can lie to me, but you can't lie to yourself. You know, if you think repeatedly fail to appear for court. You repeatedly fail to comply with bond conditions. How on earth do you think that you're going to be able to make probation where you have to do classes, you have to remain clean, you have to report once a month? You can't even report to court once a month. How are you going to do this for 12 months? History says otherwise, Mr. Proctor. Will we do a TRAS? Before I do anything, I don't know how to go forward with him. And I think that probably the best way to see is to have Mr. Proctor evaluated to see what conditions and what is the appropriate way to go forward, because I have no idea what's going on in your life. I have no idea what you have, and we don't want to see you fail, Mr. Proctor. We want you to leave better than.
Here comes a twist. Instead of tossing her back in jail right away, he's ordering an item I-2 evaluation. Smart move or too lenient?
This is the appropriate way. You can even, while you're on bond, for a couple months, stay out. Before, I would like to have him evaluated. So what we do is we have clinicians available that can interview you, talk to about you, what's going on with your life, what has been happening with you, how everything has transpired and how we've gotten here to this point, and to see what's the best way that we go forward. Do we need a treatment plan? Do we need inpatient treatment? Is it sufficient to do out? I don't know. But I'm not ready to do this just yet. I think that we need to have your TRAS to see how we go forward. Let's see what they say. And then at that point, you want to court reporter regardless, right?
Oh, no, sir, no, sir. We will respectfully honor the
So let's,
request by the court.
it doesn't have to take long. I can expedite it so we can have everything done within the next couple days. We're not talking weeks. We're not talking, so we can have everything done quick. Because I don't want you to just sit there and languish. But I need to know how to go forward. And this, I don't think that this is the appropriate way. If they say after we have you evaluated, if they say and they give the blessing, then I'm all for it. I want to do what they advise because they know best. Every time I have someone TRAS'd and I deviate from it, we pay dearly. So that's why I trust them to give us the best advice as how to go forward. All right? Give me a couple days. Let me get the TRAS done. We can come back and then we'll go forward. Okay?
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, I just want to make sure I have what's on there, so we put away from TRAS before we do the plate.
Yeah, because I want to know what are the appropriate conditions that we put? Because this right now, this is the type of probation that we usually do when people have, no violations or, they've been, but here we have multiple, 4 different violations from one thing or the other. So that's why.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Judge.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Hey, Your Honor.
Sheila.
I'm approaching on Mr. Portillo Sanchez.
Judge, I was presumptively positive for alcohol, fentanyl, and cocaine.
Your Honor, he wants to take a plea for 180 days today, which he's got 22 days credit, so.
I don't know.
All right.
I think the last time we had said a year, right?
Yeah.
We set it for trial, I think, on the 22nd-ish, and he wants to plead to 180. No, okay. Will you, is there anything the court would accept? No.
I'm over and over and over. And I don't know if that's what it is that's causing everything in all these cases. But I have a sneaky suspicion that it could be due to all that. You now tested positive for cocaine, fentanyl, what else?
An alcohol, Judge.
Alcohol. You were on bond for 5 different violent cases. Goes with you. I'm sorry, Mr. Portillo. What I would like to do, because obviously now we now know that there may be a more substantive issue that may be causing all this. So what I'd like to do is have him TRAS to see how we go forward. That I'm not gonna just continue to take these cases where we're basically pleading guilty, throwing him in there 30 days, gets out, he picks up another felony. We have now 4 or 5 open felonies? No. I'm not gonna continue to perpetuate this revolving door of you picking up a case, getting out, picking up a case, getting out, picking up a case, and now you're testing positive. No. We will now get to the root of what the problem is and why you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, now 15. It ends today.
And there it is, 15 to life next time. That's not just a dramatic warning. That's a legal wake-up call. Think the judge is bluffing? Because I wouldn't bet on it.
Senator TRAS, we'll come back in a couple days, get the report, and let's see what they say on how it goes. Okay, but I'm not going to just continue to do the same thing and hope for a unicorn, because it's just not going to happen, you know?
I would like to just,
It's up to you.
I would like, I mean, if,
And, but
right,
let's figure out what's going on.
sure. I just want to see what I mean,
Sure.
obviously as his attorney, I need to see what his options are and meet with
And I
him.
don't want you to do anything you are not kosher, or not happy with, you know? Before we do anything, you know, of course I want your blessing. And if he says no to what they say, then we just go
Have a
try.
try.
And we'll go one after the other. Just be ready, please. Okay.
Should we, I guess, set him like for Friday or something and see, I don't know.
Um,
Because probably